Not everybody's getting paid.
I
Let's get
love
back
this,
to the
man.
television.
You got
No,
two.
you're being a homer.
Come on.
No, he said it.
Don't start me.
No,
he's
not
a bad
bad
man.
anymore.
Go Tigers.
Sound Off is ready. Are you?
Happy Thanksgiving, folks.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving. You ready?
Right.
We'll get through the day.
I know everybody's probably.
We're Sound Off. The
Gobble,
three wise
gobble.
guys, Kevin Guidry, Scooter Hobbs, Rick
Always.
Serra. We're all a bit plumper all through the holiday week.
Eating was good. Eating was
Eating
tremendous.
was good. That's all right. We do this every year.
Eating
all right,
was
because I want to make
tremendous.
sure our top picks for the holidays for food hasn't changed.
Mine's never going to
All
change.
right, all right, then start it off, big boy. Number one pick, entree. That's got to be at the table.
Smoked turkey.
Smoke. You like it smoked?
What?
Okay.
Candy yams. Cornbread
I
dressing.
just said, I
Oh,
didn't
was
need the
going
whole
through
menu.
Okay, I was going through
What
the
you
whole
got?
menu, Rick.
Oyster
through-
You
dressing.
always say that.
Oh,
That's your, what is that, your
God.
entree?
Have you ever had it?
I've had it a number
I've
of
had it.
times.
I would
had
eat
it.
it every day of the year.
I'll take
if I
cornbread
could.
That's your
dressing.
entree. You're just going
I'll
to
take-
pile that oyster
yes, I'll
dressing.
take cornbread dressing
Hey,
over
I'm
that.
with you. I'm into now.
And then we're not talking about just oyster juice. This
Oh.
thing's loaded with some.
Yeah, you
some
going
plump
highbrow.
ones.
Bougie. He's a bougie
Yeah,
boy.
he is.
I'm into
Rich
the
boy.
air fried
Rich boy.
turkeys.
Oh, I'm
I
into
like
that,
a good
Rick.
roasted duck, and you got to have some pasta somewhere.
Yeah.
You got to have a
Yeah.
tray of lasagna.
Yeah, Mr. Italian.
You got to have a tray. of lasagna. All right.
you're
Hope you guys.
Italian.
Yeah.
Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving and a great holiday week.
Wonderful.
Come think
man.
of it. Remember, I went to Italy back in the late spring.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad place. The way they eat daily,
Yeah.
that would not be. I wonder.
Eventually
of course,
we'll-
I don't guess they celebrate
We'll
Thanksgiving.
turn you to the Italian
Yes.
food. All right, we got a jammed up show for you. Thanks for hanging with us on this holiday
Always.
week. A ton of rivalry games across college football. We'll get into that. Okay, quick question. Don't answer it just yet. If Lane Kiffin, in that Saturday announcement, if he decides to stay in Oxford or even go to Gainesville, what's LSU's plan B, guys? I mean,
they have
hang
one.
on to that thought. That's
have
just
one.
a question.
They have
my
one.
guess that. Well, we're not talking about
No,
that.
we're going to get to it.
no.
We're going to get to it. All right.
You
They
gotta
have one.
stay
Matt
on
Neese,
schedule.
Matt Viator, season's over. We'll talk
Yeah.
about the good, the bad in 2026. And college football. There got to be some sanity in college football in regards to the calendar. I'm going to
Yeah.
bring that up in just a little bit. All right. Our football brains, we're going to try to focus on a huge weekend in college football. All those Super Bowl rivalry games. More on that. We're going to get to it. The Sooners in the playoff picture after beating Missouri 17-6. LSU's going up there. LSU's going to limp into Norman. We're going to get to the Lane Kiffin story. I'm not being facetious. Can they score at all against that
Oklahoma's
Oklahoma
good.
defense?
Oklahoma's good,
I
bro.
don't know with that offensive line.
Oklahoma is
and,
good. I'm not lying.
You know, missing two more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that
Yeah, they got
offensive
boots
line,
on.
I think any play they get back to the line of scrimmage, you know, what is that
Come
the
on,
band
Scooter.
does?
Look,
Time,
look.
time, time.
Y'all-
Yeah.
Rick, I would probably throw 70% in that game
I would too.
if I'm LSU. Run for what?
Play
Run
caller
for what?
Alex Atkins, you got to dig deep. Because
you
I've
can't
seen a
blame
number
him.
of games
You
for
can't.
Oklahoma this year. The defense is stout
Rick,
for real.
no,
and
Rick,
John
Rick.
Mateer, this quarterback,
Let
didn't
me-
play awfully well against
Let me-
Missouri, but
let
that's
me
a
say
good
this.
Missouri team.
If you look at the Oklahoma defense, this is what former players were talking about. Rick, they will hit you in the mouth. They
Let
will
me-
hit
let
you
me
in the
ask you
mouth.
something.
Because former players can see, we've been soft, man. We've been soft.
All right,
I'm not
you
gonna argue.
played- I'm not either. You played at Flagship U, right?
Got the garb on.
How does? Yeah, but he actually played.
He did.
He
I
wasn't
did.
just up there with pom pom.
Scooter, you was there.
Okay.
You know what kind of players we had, Scooter? You watched us, Scooter. They don't have those players today. You know what kind of players we had when I was there, Scooter? We had some studs, man.
They have a few now.
Come here.
Y'all
son. Let me-
didn't
let me
invent
check that gun.
football.
Let me check that gun still there. All right, what's
Yeah,
your
we had
point?
some
Come
studs.
on, we're on the
How
clock.
does LSU, with their recruiting potential, everything, end up with this kind of offensive line?
Scooter,
They
I'm
missed.
not an offensive guy.
They missed.
It's hard for me to answer. I'm not an offensive
I
guy,
mean, is it
Scooter.
coaching?
You got to know what talent
It
is,
was
Scooter. That's
mentioned-
what I'm
They
saying.
missed. They missed
You
in
got
the
to know
portal.
what talent
this.
is, man.
But you know,
And they didn't get the right talent.
not hearing the TV. The announcers mentioned something that either Wilson or maybe Kelly earlier had said this offensive line doesn't work on the sled that they didn't need to?
I don't know, Scooter. Like I said, when I go to practice, I'm with Corey Raymond.
Let me make a prediction. Whoever is the next head coach at LSU, Brad Davis will not be on that staff. I'm sorry.
No, he's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
I hate him,
will
but
not be on the staff. All right.
I mean, this just ballooned over the last 2 years.
Interim coach Frank Wilson. Look, what else can he say?
Yeah.
I think the quote was, "We're going to keep chopping wood.
Yeah.
We're going to keep working at the red zone offense. We're just going to keep trying. We're working." He likes their effort and the moxie. I don't know what effort and moxie is going to do in Norman against Oklahoma, but I don't know what else they can do.
And Rick,
they're just historically bad.
You know,
Rick,
maybe
you know
they
what?
get a couple of pick sixes.
Yeah.
The defense needs to come to the
That's
rescue.
about
Way to
it.
score.
That's about
You're right.
it.
You're right about that. All right,
and
so
I hope Delaney. I don't know if Delaney's going to play this week or not because he didn't play last week.
Mansour Delaney.
Mansour Delaney. I don't know if he's going to play or not because he didn't play last week. So
Well,
I don't know.
I'm not too
think
worried
he
about
is.
that
I
LSU
think
secondary.
he
I'm really
is.
not.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
PJ. What is it? DJ Pickett. PJ Pickett.
Yeah.
Freshman.
Yeah, freshman.
He's
freshman, Rick. Yeah.
He's for real. All right.
I'm
2:30
excited about
2:45
him.
kickoff in Norman.
2:30.
2:30 national TV, LSU
Yeah.
at Oklahoma. Oklahoma
2:30.
needs to stay in the playoff picture. They got a
Yeah.
lot to play for. As I said, if Lane Kiffin makes the announcement after the Egg Bowl on Saturday, and it's not LSU, LSU's pushed $90 million into the Lane train basket. Where do they go? And there's a chance he's staying at Oxford.
It's
and at Ole
a
Miss.
chance if they can.
I would say they just shut the program down.
Oh.
I'm just saying, Lane is looking at more just staying in Oxford than just being loyal or whatever. This man wants to win a national championship, and he knows the fastest and probably the quickest way for that to happen.
Is that LSU?
It's coming to Louisiana State University.
But everybody, I will say this. This being Monday
Early in the week,
afternoon at 4 o'clock, basically. Everybody said, well, what do you think he's doing? I don't think he knows.
I think he knows.
He
If
met
he-
with the AD
think
and
he
the
knows.
chancellor
That's
president,
fine.
but
if he knew,
I think he
what
knows.
he was doing, there is no way in hell that stays a secret from now until
good
Saturday.
call. It's a good call.
There is no
What
way.
makes you think it's a secret, Scooter?
It's a good call. I just
Well,
think,
then wouldn't it be all over the news?
I think Lane
let
Kiffin.
alone
I think
social
he
media?
I think he loves the attention.
I think you have to be.
He
Yeah,
is the
he
center
probably
of the
does.
universe
Yeah,
in
that-
college
he
He
football.
probably does.
He loves
let me
the
tell you
But I'm
attention.
this,
telling you, there is no
He's gonna
way.
drag this out.
Don't you know in every way possible this benefits Lane for us for financially as to what he want to be and where he want to set his family at and everything. But say where I'm going. Why?
Hey,
For
I
what?
threw this out a couple of weeks ago. Y'all poop-potted it. You know, the Miami Dolphins may call him. The New York Jets fired Dayball, Brian Dayball.
Yeah. Oh, it's at least
His old
four.
quarterback
It's
is
at
in
least-
New York.
Yeah, it's at
Jackson
least-
Dart. This
I
is
do.
New York.
Well, they
The
tell me.
Giants.
I
They tell me
will say this. I just do not see him in the NFL.
I wouldn't rule it out. I would not. Now, I'm not saying this year, but eventually Lane
But they
Kiffin.
telling me
will
they're
be-
going to fire the old Saints defensive coordinator before the end of the year. My guy.
More on that as the show progresses. Seafood Palace in Lake Charles. They have you covered during this holiday week. They did. If you need a break from the kitchen and all the cooking in the company with the Christmas coming up, gather everybody up and get over to Seafood Palace and let them do the cooking. Of course, minus Thanksgiving Day, of course. All the fried seafood and boiled crabs
Yes.
you can eat, po' boys, platters, king crabs, gumbo, and tons more on the menu. Great place to gather over the holidays. It's Seafood Palace wishing you happy holidays.
Revitalize your property and your peace of mind. Locally trusted, nationally certified, and voted Acadiana's Choice 2024. Call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're back at Caesars
Yes.
Sportsbook. That would be Horseshoe Lake Charles. Get your Caesars reward card. Get to swiping busy over the rest of November and in
Best place
December.
to be,
$75,000 cash progressive. You get a daily free spin. Just swipe your rewards card. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, swipe your reward card. You might have a chance for 2 times to 100 times multiplier for your
What if
credits.
somebody walks away with that, Rick?
And if you're over 50, by the way, every Tuesday you can come in here and swipe that rewards card. What are you looking at me about? What are you looking at? You paying attention? Anybody over 50 got a chance to win 250
that
in free
doesn't apply
slots. No, it.
Yeah.
Woo, you're well past
Oh,
that
my
point, sir.
goodness. Yes, indeed,
All right,
sir.
let's get into college football beyond Lane Kiffin, beyond LA. Look, some
That's been the hot
rivalry
topic,
games.
Rick.
I said it
That's been
earlier
the
in the
hot
week.
topic.
I want Texas Tech in the playoffs, and they're in. I want them there. I want Tulane for the top team in the group of 5 for the Green Wave and John Summerall. And I want Pavia and the Commodores in there somehow. They're 9-2, and if they beat Tennessee this weekend, Saturday,
Oh, they're in.
they got to be in.
Let me
They
tell you
would
gotta
have
be.
to be in.
Did y'all hear the story about Texas Tech?
Yeah,
heard a
all
lot
the
of
money
stories
they
about
got to, store
yeah.
ball team. And that's the way you
Dude.
do it now, Kevin.
Dude,
They didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't know Texas Tech had that
Well,
kind of
they
money.
got
It's one of those
one guy.
They got one guy.
He's
I didn't know
I
they
think
had
a
that
billionaire
kind of money,
oil
man.
guy who used to play for Texas Tech. Only in America.
Dude,
Yeah.
You can be a football player and become a
Wow.
billionaire in the oil industry. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Look, the Commodores are 9-2. That's a big rivalry game,
They ought to
right?
call
And it's in
them-
Knoxville. It's in Knoxville, by the way.
They ought to call it the Texas Tech Landmen.
I like that.
that's
Hey,
my show.
hey.
That's my show, dude.
Me
love it.
too. I
That's
love
my
that.
show,
It's
dude.
li-
I love
We're gonna
that
have
show,
a
dude.
segment on that
Dude,
show.
I love that show, dude.
hadn't
I can tell you everything
I
about
hadn't
it.
seen any of season
I
two
told you all,
yet.
was
But
it
you know who
season
the-
1? Jerry Jones had that snippet.
Do you know
and he
who
was
the
unbelievable
story
in
is of that
Landman.
show? It's his wife.
Oh, she's crazy.
Dude, she's
Yeah.
a hoot, bro.
Really,
crazy.
She is
Great
a
show.
hoot.
All right.
About as crazy.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Saturday,
won't
Iron
go
Bowl.
there.
It can get weird and wonky when it's on the plains of Auburn. Alabama, they can't lose this game.
No, they can't.
Oh, they
And I don't-
can, too.
and
I know they
think-
can,
I
but
don't think they will.
the
though.
Tide has to go down there
Yeah.
to secure that playoff spot.
Yeah, I think the Tide
They
will take
could
care
fall
of
out
business.
if they lose.
I think the Tide will take care of business, though.
May
I'm
I
not
speak?
counting
Go
them
ahead.
out.
The Tide will lose this game.
You serious? You think? I don't know,
Auburn?
Scooter. I don't know.
With an interim coach,
I don't know, Scooter.
And
Auburn?
no offense.
Scooter, I don't know.
Auburn's pretty bad. Auburn's pretty bad.
Strange stuff
I
happening.
don't
Is that
see
the
it.
Iron Bowl for them?
What do you mean, the Iron Bowl?
Is it for Alabama and Auburn?
Yeah,
What
it's
is
Iron
that?
Bowl,
Yeah,
dude.
okay,
Where
the
are
Iron
you?
Bowl.
It's not the
Yeah, I
Egg
just
Bowl.
want.
Iron Bowl.
I'm just saying, you know.
No
Yeah.
real drama for Georgia in their rivalry game against Georgia Tech. Georgia's in. They'll beat Georgia Tech.
Georgia's
I think.
in. Rick. Georgia will
Georgia
probably
Tech
win
is
it.
bad.
I know, no, they
Now,
lost this past week, but yeah.
Georgia Tech's defense has kind of gotten away from it
Yeah.
the last few. And see, I'm a big fan
Let
of
me-
that Georgia Tech quarterback,
Let me
too.
tell you.
Yeah, Haynes King.
Haynes King.
He's a good one. He's a
Told
good
you.
one.
His grandfather was one of my high school
You
coaches.
said that.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's look.
Wow.
Wayne King. Was
I
his
think
name.
Kirby Smart and the Bulldogs have quietly just been
Rick.
a top 5 team.
Let me just
They
say.
They've had
have.
some off
They
games,
have
but
been-
they keep
of the
winning.
really good teams, they have been quiet.
They're very-
You hardly hear anybody talk
What,
about it.
what do you know about Georgia? Not that they're good, but what do you know about Georgia that a lot of teams don't have what they have? It's one word. Rick, they're balanced.
I like
Think
that.
about it.
Yeah,
That's a good
They
point.
are balanced, man.
He actually made
And
a good
teams like
point.
I like the quarterback.
teams
I
like
start
that,
with quarterbacks.
man, it's hard to beat.
Gunnar Stockton,
It's hard to
solid.
beat,
He's
man.
a solid quarterback.
It's hard
All
to
right.
beat.
No real drama with Florida and Florida State, other
No,
than
no.
the Seminoles announced they're keeping Mike Norville
Yeah.
because they don't want to pay a $54 million. Florida State say, you can come back, Coach
You can
Morville.
come back. Come on.
We'll
Whoa,
give
come
you
on.
another
Oh, yeah.
year.
Oh,
All
oh,
right,
yeah.
no.
Believe me, Rick. Believe me.
I know we rag on Big Ten, but this is going to be fun. Ohio State #1 against Michigan. Have you guys noticed how good this Wolverine freshman quarterback Bryce Underwood has been this
I
year?
really haven't
Nobody's
paid
saying
that
nothing.
much
See?
attention.
See? Nobody's saying nothing. See? See,
Guess
Rick?
where he could have
They
been?
had a
See, Rick?
landman
Rick,
up there.
They
But
did.
you got people in Louisiana. Oh, don't do that. That's why LSU's in the predicament they're in right now.
You wanted to play Bryce Underwood $12
Have you
million?
been seeing this kid play?
Well, but I mean, it wasn't LSU's fault.
Oracle,
What were
Larry
they
Ellison.
supposed to do?
What do you need? 10, 12, 15 million? I'm a little surprised he's that good.
Rick, we
First
knew he
year.
was good.
Yeah,
What
I
are
know
we
he was
talking
that
about?
good.
And
This is
I
what
will
talking
say
about.
this.
We knew he was good.
I haven't seen him lately because I saw him early in the year and he wasn't that good. He wasn't. He's obviously
School.
Gotten a lot better.
He was just.
I saw him first game or two.
He would not have displaced Garrett Nussmeier. He wouldn't. Nussmeier was going to start. But, again, if Brian Kelly saw that Nussmeier was hurt, bring in the freshman Underwood, hypothetically.
You bring a kid to LSU paying him $8 or $12 million. You telling me Garrett Nussmeier's going to start? I'm going to say you crazy.
He would have been
I'm
an
gonna say you
investment for the future. But I'm just bringing Ohio State, Michigan, big one coming up this weekend. All right, craziness in college football with the next week, the early signing period for high school. We all know that, right? And then January 2, the first period for the portal, right, opens.
Yes, it is.
There's no sense.
The NCAA
to
brass,
any of this.
why can't they just do the portal on February 3rd?
I don't know,
Why
Rick.
can't?
I don't know.
Why
I
does
have
it?
no idea.
There's so many teams in the playoffs.
They're too dumb to just
Do the right thing.
That's going to have to be
send
changed.
three
Somebody's gonna have to change that.
NCAA reps to interview Nick Saban for half a day.
Yeah.
If he won't take the job of college football commissioner, then interview him and let him tell them everything that needs to be done, and then do it.
There's too many.
Take careful
I
notes.
think
too many
Nick will put a
situations.
guideline on it. I don't think NIL will go away.
No, what I'm talking about
But
is the
Nick will put
calendar.
guidelines
and
on it.
all these
He
teams
will do
looking
that.
for coaches, all these coaches, Lane Kiffin, if he decides to move, I say Lane, stay at Ole Miss and at least coach the Rebels all through the playoffs.
I do too.
let me-
I do
but
too.
that's not going to
Rick,
happen.
No, it's not going to happen, Rick. No, it's not going to happen.
And it's unfortunate.
Let
all
me-
because of the portal.
Let me give you guys food for thought. That was an attorney that I was sitting with at the LSU game on Saturday. He brought this up. He said, Kevin, he said, I represent a couple guys.
Was it Jimmy Sexton?
I represent a couple guys that have NIL deals. You know what I think should probably happen to keep all this money so high up done? Why don't you have a coach's portal?
A what?
A coach's portal. Well,
Food
you just
for thought.
threw me for a loop.
Food for thought.
Yeah.
What is he talking about?
No, they don't.
Lane,
They
if you
don't have a
decide
coach's
to
portal.
go to
They
LSU
don't.
or
They
Florida
don't.
or
What do you mean
whoever,
that
stay with
they
the
can
Rebels
go whenever
and
they
coach them.
want to?
No,
We're up
they
against
don't.
the clock.
To go where they
Round
want to
2
go,
or 3, we're
or
coming
if somebody want them.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Miller Time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller Time.
All right, welcome back to Caesar
I
Sports.
still don't know what he's talking about, but
I don't either.
I'm
It's
sure
gonna take
you
a whole
want to
nother
move
show.
on.
I don't either.
It'll take a whole nother show for me to explain
Back
this
to the NCAA and the calendar, it's
Yes.
clear. Matt Viator talks about it. You put all the coaches in the casino right now with us, and I would guarantee you the majority would say they might be okay with the early signing period and sometime in December for high school recruiting, but doggone move that portal back on a month so we can get out of the playoffs and have some sanity with a calendar of college football. Okay? Because all this, and it's not just the hiring and firing of coaches.
But Rick, you can have college kids. The thing with that, Rick, now you've got a college kid that goes somewhere, and now this team that you went to gets somebody out the portal that plays your position.
Oh, it's a mix of who goes where, who wants to go into the portal.
That's the thing, Rick. By moving it back, Rick, now you've got people saying, well, you know what, let's add some of this because we can get this kid.
I don't see where 1 month is going to screw up these football players going to the portal or coach. It'll just bring some sanity. That's all I'm saying. And part of it is, do we all agree if Lane Kiffin on Saturday decides he wants to leave Ole Miss, the popular belief is Ole Miss would not want him back, and if he goes to XYZ,
No,
I don't know either.
not. No,
let
they
the man
wouldn't.
coach his team.
I mean, but the thing is this. The thing is this, Rick.
It's the playoffs.
You're gonna have players that's gonna be like,
So what? He's not all in. They're not all in.
But what if you need those players? If you want to move forward and win,
you don't want
What
Lane
if you
Kiffin to
need
be
them?
your coach in the playoffs? You don't want that brain on your sideline?
I would.
I think
Yeah.
Ole Miss.
And
I think Ole Miss-
and it would behoove LSU to stand back and let him.
I
if
agree.
It's LSU.
I agree.
I mean, there's kind of a semi-precedent for this.
Yes.
LSU was playing for the national championship right after the SEC championship game. In fact, 2 days, they had a press conference in Lincoln, Nebraska. Bo Pelini going to Nebraska.
Yeah.
Bo Pelini stayed with LSU.
Good example.
He did both jobs.
Good example.
That month.
But
he did a great job for LSU, and he got a lot of publicity
Let me tell you
for
this.
Nebraska because every time they showed him on the sideline in that LSU game, they mentioned he would be at Nebraska.
Let me tell you this. Ole Miss and whatever happens, guys. But if Ole Miss would tell Kiffin that they don't want him back after Friday's game and they make the announcement on Saturday, I would say they are dumb. Do you know the money that they could probably make with him staying there and coaching through? That's stupid for Ole Miss to want him to go.
He's the top coaching candidate. Let him coach. LSU.
Do you know the money they're going to get if he keeps winning?
LSU has a GM there, Austin Thomas, I think. He's got a staff. Frank Wilson is going to be. They can manage the portal until the new coach
I don't
comes
know
in.
about his staff at Ole Miss. Will he be bringing,
Who
three
cares?
quarters of the staff?
He's never had Ole Miss in the playoffs. Let him coach.
Rick, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's move on.
That's crazy.
All right, two of the helmets on our fancy little sound-off desk here, two of these NFL helmets, they're going in the right direction. One isn't. That would be the New Orleans thing. All right, Cam Jordan, after the 24-10 loss to the Falcons, said, it's on us. We're 2-9. It's on the
He's
players.
Right. Well, they're professionals.
Who did he think it was on, Rick? Who did he think it was on?
Well, Kellen Moore says their red zone woes is on him, and I agree with him on that.
So
it's
in
a
what
shared
way? How?
thing.
I'm not arguing. I just didn't hear. What was his explanation
Of why?
as to why it was
the,
his
the,
fault?
The play design, the play calls just haven't worked. He just hasn't
so
done.
they were bad calls.
He
and
thinks
bad
it's
design.
bad play design, bad calls, bad personnel packages, a
Okay.
myriad of different things.
So that snap over Hill's head,
Well,
that was designed.
yeah, give me a good point.
Was
Touche
designed?
on that.
Okay.
Touche. Hey, I got to bring this up. That's a good one. Okay. I think the media refs in the broadcast booth, it's got to be a record this year. They're constantly telling the guys on the refs on the field that they were wrong. I've heard it time and time again.
I love that.
And I love it too. And it happened in the Saints game.
That's the best thing.
But
that is the best thing that has happened to the NFL,
Exactly.
particularly NFL TV, since instant replay.
yeah, the refs in the booth are saying, no, that was a bad call.
Because evidently, when they hire them, they tell them, you better not just sit there and take up for your old
No,
buddies.
you're right about that.
I mean,
I
you
think they're
better.
being legit, though. I think they're being
I
fair.
do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
I think
you
they
can
are.
be fair, but if we think, probably a pretty lucrative job, but quick way to lose it is to always be on the side.
Kevin.
Rick,
to
look.
me, the regular announcers are much worse about that. They're going to call that every time.
Yeah.
And you see a very 50-50 call, and they're talking about, you can clearly see that. I'm thinking, you clearly
Kevin,
see what?
You've been on the field, college and pro. It's a tough job. But, man, the
I get
last
that.
5 years, these refs are just.
Well, not. I know we're not on LSU, but there were 2 pass interference they didn't even call. I mean, it was clear.
The whole pass
That's
interference, I get you.
It was clear.
Yeah,
but
that's
the
always
thing,
gonna
back to
be.
that, Rick, you've got those guys that have New York in their ear that most of the time they're going to get it right, Rick.
Let New York tell
Yeah,
them then. I've been
most of the time
screaming
they're
for that
gonna
for
get it right,
years.
They're
Let
gonna
them
get it
say,
right
hey,
most of the
you're
time.
wrong.
What was it? The ref, I don't know. What would you call the ref announcer? Oh,
I just call him the media ref.
yeah,
Yeah.
the media ref. What was the 2 back-to-back plays he was all over yesterday?
One of
With
them
the
was
Saints.
one of them was the out of the tackle zone, Taysom
Yeah.
Hill,
Oh, yeah.
grounding.
Yeah,
and they
grounding.
called grounding on Kirk Cousins. We're up
Yeah.
against the clock. I think we're on round 4, maybe.
Yes, we
Of
are.
the show coming up next. Stay right here.
Always.
The Horseshoe Lake Charles experience begins with elite gaming in the region's newest and most exciting venue, featuring all your favorite table games and slots. Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe is the legend in sports betting, and speaking of legendary, Gordon Ramsay Steak is above all others, where celebrity chef Ramsay brings his fury of flavor to Southwest Louisiana. Great food and live music at Brews Brothers, and of course, impeccable hotel accommodations. Plus, earn big with your Caesars Reward Card. That's Horseshoe Lake Charles.
J&J has protected Louisiana homes and businesses for over 60 years.
Call him today, make the pests go away. J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Performance MVP is Lake Charles' newest full-line music store. Performance carries top brands of guitars, drums, keyboards, pro audio, and all of the accessories. We install professional sound systems in sports arenas, churches, homes, and outdoor living spaces. Performance MVP has 22 years of experience in broadcast video productions, including college and high school sports, television shows, commercials, and live streaming events. Come see our one-stop shop at Performance MVP Music Video Production.
All right, welcome back to the show.
Yes.
Happy holidays, by the way. In our final segment, the McNeese Cowboys, look, 5-7, 5-5 if you take off those 2 FBS losses. Earlier in the week, Matt Viator kind of helped wrap up the season with the media. Key question number 1. All right, Matt Viator's coming back. Now, y'all might scoff at that and say, well, wasn't he always coming back? Well, he's coming back. I asked him.
I heard more than one person say he wasn't
I
getting
think
fired.
he's down for a 3-year contract.
He wasn't getting fired, but I did hear more.
No, I'm saying
I did
he's
get questioned.
coming back because he wants to come back.
When he decided, I made a mistake. I should have just retired.
But Matt,
no,
Matt's
will
a
be
smart
back.
guy,
And
Rick.
that's a good thing.
I think the athletic department needs to sit him down and tell him what can they make available for him.
Okay.
Because that's what's going to make the
I
difference.
asked him about that
You
earlier
can't
in the
keep
week.
things
And he
status
said,
quo.
we are continually talking to Heath Schroyer and Matt Fontenot and the athletic hierarchy about infusion of NIL
Rick.
and dollars to the football
Rick.
so they can acquire talent.
You have to,
So
Rick.
they've been talking about that.
You have to, man.
He wants to come back and coach. He came out of retirement. The other part of it, I asked him about coaching staff changes. And he said, look, I don't do things emotionally. I need to sit back for a couple of weeks, evaluate A to Z, staff, players, or whatever. I wouldn't rule out coaching staff changes. It's his call. All right? So that he said point blank, we've got the blocks, the nuts and bolts to win here. And given time and patience,
Rick,
I agree.
If they can help Matt get 2 or 3 players that can be game changers,
Game
I
changers.
totally agree.
Yeah,
It's
game
simple
changers.
as that, guys. We don't have to make this complicated. You don't need 11 on each side of the ball to be great. You don't.
No. You need a star quarterback.
Yeah.
I think they're still looking for one. And you need a dynamic receiver, and you need some depth in the running back
This is
room.
the thing. If you keep
depth
Micah
offensive
Davey,
line.
if you keep Micah Davey, you're on the right track.
I was about to say
You're on the right track.
You need a Micah Davey on defense.
All right, well, I think they got one in Philip Bradford, this defensive
He's
end.
a good player.
They got to
He's
keep
fair.
him.
He's a good player.
They got to keep Bradford. They got to keep Mason Edwards. It'd be great to keep Shoes Brinkley from the defensive secondary.
Now, what's the key word that you said, Rick? Keyword.
Retain and keep.
That's it, Rick.
Retain
That's
and keep.
it, Rick.
We'll have more on the Cowboys. We're talking
People
to
are
Coach
looking at the same
Viator to
thing
get
we're
on the
looking at,
show. Holiday schedule,
He'll be
recruiting,
here.
and
Yes.
the like. Anyway, Gidry, Hobbs, and Sarah, hope
Be
you have
safe,
a great
guys.
holiday week.
Have a
We'll
great
see you
holiday.
next time right here at SoundOff. Not everybody's getting paid. Let's get back to the television.